he was somebody that wasn't even from the Mondstadt region, or Salvindagra, but the people there describe him as an outlander. I don't think he's an outlander like outside Teyvat, but from a different nation. The game doesn't state exactly where he came from, but many people there looked up to him, and he formed a very close relationship with the princess. Nobody could understand why the celestial nails were cast upon them, why the gods have punished them. And he decided he would venture out and find some answers as to what's going on, why the celestial nail was cast to begin with. And the princess of that era, who foresaw Durin, gave him a great sword made of star silver. As this mysterious outlander looks for answers and salvations for the people there, the princess starts painting things on the walls. At first, he seemed like a half-decent god, bit of a tyrant, with his capital city in Old Mondstadt, now known as Stormterror's lair. He expanded his territories and alleviated some of the bad weather in the mountain areas, the highlands, the Stone Gate and Dawn winery areas. He had guards placed within the city walls and the Bright Crown Canyon, with all entrances guarded to the city, and he assigned people their own spots within the city to live. Istaroth worked alongside Barbados for Mondstadt's protection, and both were worshipped by the people in this current era, being known as the Winds of Time, with the belief that Animo brings stories while time nurtures them. And it's around this time that the Thousand Winds Temple is constructed, along with the Time Dial statues. And this would go on for quite some time until eventually, people stopped worshipping Istaroth, and records of Istaroth and Mondstadt's history disappeared and were forgotten. And Barbados really wanted to uphold the concept of freedom, and gave the people the strength an ability to live and make their own decisions, not wanting to control over them like the God of Storms. He did not want to become a tyrant, so he started the Windbloom Festival to establish the memory of those who fought and died during the Dikarabane War. This festival to commemorate them and to help people find love. Pure-blooded Conrian Piero and the Lord Commander of the Fatui and the Harbingers sends his 6th Harbinger Scaramouche to kill the Traveler and investigate the falling stars, which are actual people's fates and constellations literally falling from the sky. Because Teyvat is like a giant program, Scaramouche then gets sidetracked, realizing he's probably in a giant simulation this whole time and the sky is fake. La Senora goes to negotiate with the Shogun directly, but her ego and pride gets in the way as she accepts a challenge from us directly. Going by Inazuma law and tradition, La Senora is defeated and then slain by the Raiden Shogun puppet, with Yaimiko and the rest of the resistance in Inazuma all banding together to help Raiden A snap out of her funk and reclaim her rightful place as Archon of Inazuma, sidelining her puppet. But her puppet would still have its programming, so we would ultimately still have to deal with it, leaving Inazuma in a state of recovery, but in a much better place. He needs Kuvaki energy to piece himself back together like the perfect Humpty Dumpty, so he impersonates people in Nodcry to trick them into rebuilding the cannon and blasting himself and being reborn.